Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone, my name is Anissa Siti Fauzia and today I'm going to present my explanation about a research titled Development of Islamic Thought and Civilization in History Perspective written by Din Muhammad Zakaria. In this video, I will explain the 5 parts: the background, purpose, research method, findings, and also my own suggestion related to this topic. So let's start the discussions. First, background of the research. The background of this research is the rapid development of Islamic thought throughout history. The development did not happen suddenly, but it was influenced by many important factors. One of the main reasons is that Muslims, especially in the classical era, were very open-minded and tolerant. They were not afraid to learn from other civilizations such as Greek, Persian, and Indian knowledge. This attitude of openness made Muslims successful in combining various sources of science with Islamic values. In addition, the love of knowledge and the strong academic culture in Islamic society at the time also became a foundation for their success. Muslim scholars were active not only in religious institutions but also in government, health, astronomy, mathematics, and social science. This shows how Islamic civilization truly appreciated both spiritual and rational knowledge. So, the research tries to explore this beautiful connection between Islamic values and intellectual development throughout history. 2. Purpose of the research. The purpose of this research is to understand and explain how Islamic thought and civilization developed from time to time. The researcher wanted to analyze the supporting factors, the process, the fields of knowledge developed, and the impact that these developments brought to the Islamic world and to the global civilizations. More than that, this study aims to show that Islamic civilization did not only grow because of religion alone, but also because of the creativity, openness, and rational thinking of Muslim scholars. By understanding the historical development of Islamic thought, we can also see how important it is to keep the spirit of learning alive among Muslims today. 3. Type of research method. The research used a library research method. It means the researcher did not collect the data from interviews or field observation, but from written sources such as books, journals, and other scientific literature related to Islamic civilizations. Throughout this method, the researcher reviewed and analyzed many literatures about the golden age of Islam, the works of Muslim scholars, and the influence of Islamic knowledge on global progress. This method is very suitable for this topic because the development of Islamic thought and civilization is a historical and conceptual issue, something we can study deeply through with written documentation. 4. Finding or results. Based on the research, it was found that Islamic thinkers were not only focused on religious sciences like fiqh or theology, but also on general science such as medicine, astronomy, philosophy, and mathematics. These fields of study became very advanced during the Umayyad and Abbasid dynasties, and were also supported by other dynasties such as Andalusia in Spain, North Africa, the Turkish empires, and the Islamic kingdoms in India. The development of Islamic thought during this time led to the establishment of many educational institutions like madrasas and Baitul Hikmah or House of Wisdom. These institutions played a big role in translating scientific works, developing new ideas, and spreading knowledge throughout the Muslim world. This intellectual movement had a strong impact not only on the life of Muslims but also in world civilization in general. Many Western scientists later learned from Muslim scholars, especially in the fields of philosophy, medicine, and astronomy. So, this research concludes that the openness and love of knowledge among Muslims were the main reasons behind the progress of Islamic civilization. 5. Suggestion. As a suggestion, I think future researchers should try to connect the lessons from past with the condition of the modern Muslim world today. We can learn from how classical Muslim scholars combined religious belief with rationality and scientific curiosity. It is also important to encourage young Muslims to revive the spirit of knowledge and creativity because this is what made Islamic civilization great in the first place. In addition, governments and educational institutions in Muslim countries should support scientific research, innovation, and education, just like the caliphs did in the golden age of Islam. By doing this, we can continue the legacy of our ancestors and contribute positively to global civilization. So, the conclusion, the development of Islamic thought and civilization throughout history show how strong the Muslim community once was in knowledge, tolerance, and creativity. These are the values that we should bring back in today's era to face challenges, promote peace, and build a better future for everyone. That's all from me. Thank you for watching and listening to my explanation. Hope this video can give us more understanding and appreciation about the development of Islamic thought and civilization throughout history. Hope we can always keep the spirit of learning and contribute positively to our society. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.